Hi guys, look, I'm rich. Look at how rich I am. This is like 18 eggs. How many? Yeah, 18 large eggs. Hi guys, it's Annette. And we're going to talk conspiracies today. I only brought my eggs out for the thumbnail, so I'm going to put them back in the fridge and it'll just be a second for ya. You guys know I love a good conspiracy. If you guys didn't know anything about me, my biggest dream right now, as of now, like my biggest plan, is I want to have a chicken coop. For years, I've been wanting a chicken coop. Like most of us, the last 10 years, we want to be more self-sustainable. We want to be able to grow our own food and have our own chickens and have our own eggs. In recent times, the American dream seems like a pipe dream now. Just a whole generation of renters. I rent in Arizona. I would love to see if I could rent a house in Arizona. I don't know if you would have to buy a house. I don't know the zoning. I've checked in different cities around me. Some say you can have a chicken coop if it's 75 feet away from your neighbor. So I'm thinking you have to have a big yard. I don't know if that applies for renters. If you live in Arizona, let me know if you have a chicken coop, how it works, or if it's even good to have chickens in 110 degrees. I don't know. I'm willing to move to Texas or Florida if I ever get enough money. I don't know much about chickens. My grandma had chickens and I would go and collect the eggs when I visit her. I wanted a chicken coop because I love animals. I love cats. I love birds. I live in an apartment complex. I was feeding the whole birds in the community, and then I got sent a letter that I will be evicted if I don't stop feeding the birds. To be completely honest, I never even liked eggs that much until recently. The last couple years, I started leaving my butter out. I got one of those butter containers where it says it's safe to leave your butter out. So now I love over easy eggs. Every Sunday morning, I make a big egg breakfast, and my cat Jacob, he loves eggs. Me and him don't like them scrambled. I hate when the yolk's cooked. So I make him some eggs. I have some eggs. We have some orange juice. I love eggs now. Leave it to me to love eggs when this conspiracy is going on with this administration, with eggs being $1 million. I kid. Okay, if you've made it this far, congratulations. That was my rambling, and now we're going to get into the conspiracy. If you've noticed, unless you've been living under a rock, even if you don't buy eggs or even if you don't eat eggs, you have heard that eggs have gone up tremendously in price. Eggs used to be anywhere from $2 to $4. Now they're anywhere from $6 to $15 for eggs. All right, so the chicken conspiracy is that all the chickens in the nation haven't been laying eggs since like September. Well, a lot of people with chickens are saying like late September, mid-October. Now, chickens do lay less eggs during the winter. They don't make as many eggs, but they still lay eggs in wintertime. But ever since October, all these people with chickens are like, hey, are your chickens laying eggs? Mine aren't. A lot of farmers and a lot of people are really confused. They've had chickens for over 50 years. They get eggs every winter, and this is the first time they are not getting eggs. So I've been listening to the chicken community on TikTok, and they're saying it's the feed. I guess there's this big brand of like box store, like a big company that makes chicken feed. I should figure out their name, but the feed is different. They changed the feed, and the chickens aren't eating it. Okay, so I guess the most common feed is called Producer Prime Pellets by, it's from the brand Trader's Supply. Well, no one's chickens are eating it. They'll just leave it there. And some people wet their chicken food because I guess it digests easier and it's cheaper because it lets the food last longer. So some people used to add water to this type of food, and then it expands, gets bigger. Because when chickens like eat food and stuff, like any birds, their like poop and pee comes out of the same hole. Well, apparently this chicken pellet, it doesn't absorb water anymore. So the people who used to use it and add water, they'll leave it in water and it'll stay in pellet form. And it doesn't look the color it used to look. It doesn't smell like it used to smell. So some chicken owners have noticed that it's the food that they've been using. Some people are getting more expensive food and going to their local feed and hay store, getting like their locally, like their brand, not like the top name brand, and their chickens are laying eggs again. Some people are giving their chickens like goat feed, and because it has like the same grain and like seeds and stuff. Like my grandma would give her chickens anything, our leftover corn, whatever we had for breakfast. Some chicken owners started letting their chickens out and free range and eat like seeds and bugs and grass on the floor, and they started laying eggs again. Everyone on TikTok, I guess this is like the main brand everyone uses, but everyone on TikTok is saying that this brand has changed their formula and their chickens aren't eating. The chickens are leaving the food there on the floor for days and days. Hi guys, I was just about to edit the egg video, and then I was telling my friend that I did the egg video, and then he's all, did you bring up the flu thing? And I didn't want to bring up the flu thing. I don't know the name, but Bill Gates was talking about this chicken flu that happened a long time ago in 2009, and I guess it could be happening again kind of thing. Well, in 2009, there was this flu going around that all the chickens got, and their eggs were infected, they were infected, and they had to put them all down, like a lot. But our eggs didn't go up that much in price. It didn't go up $1. It was still under $3. Inflation is more now. So that could have something to do with the numbers or the inflation of eggs right now. But I think it's more of the feed. Allegedly, this feed company, don't come at me, but I think that we're buying our eggs at the grocery store. They have to buy more expensive feed because the same thing would happen to their chickens. They don't have like special chickens or anything. And then maybe this flu has something to do with it that Bill Gates is talking about. But I think it's more of the feed problem. Another way I heard someone explain it, if you're a female, you might understand. If you've ever like not ate a lot when you were younger, I have a really picky appetite. I used to starve myself. I don't eat a lot. You can skip a period. It's kind of the same thing. If a chicken isn't eating enough, they're not going to lay an egg. So if you have chickens and you're going through the same problem, change their pellets, change their food to maybe a goat food or maybe like a local one that costs a little bit more. Or if you have the room and you're allowed to let them out and you have the land, let them free range. Now, the real question is, why is this happening? Do you think the company just wanted to cut corners, save money, and change the making of it? Or do you think it's something bigger to where they want the price to go up and they don't want us to be able to have eggs? I don't know. It's 2023. Election is 2024. And you know, they start a year early to make some weird thing in America happen to where everyone has to argue. I don't know. In 2020, we couldn't have toilet paper. In 2023, we can't have eggs. Let me know what you think in the comments about this whole conspiracy. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, that really does help me out. And I'll see you in the next one. Boy, 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 boy.